you
what?
know.
So what do you think are like hot topics nowadays, man? Like, what is for theater to cover?
Theater, I feel personally right now, they are doing their bit, you know. Like for the longest time, it's not just theater, even our films has been looking inwards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Inwards, as in says inwards into the Indian society and its psyche
Hmm.
for the longest time. Basically, we being like for example, we just earlier in the conversation when we just started, we were talking about the caste hierarchy, right?
Yeah.
So while we've just been suffering with this sense of guilt, and as artists, we were like, okay, these are the inner evils of the Hindu society, of the Muslim society, of the Christian society, basically the conservative side of section of that society,
Hmm.
and we've been looking inwards for the longest time.
Hmm.
You know, what we have been neglecting is that it's not just the inner evils that are causing problems uh, within our society. At times, there are external factors and external forces as well, which are affecting us.
For
For
example.
example, for example, if you blame, uh, say, children for you know being overweight and not being into sports, an entire generation,
Yeah.
you know, which has been born say post liberalization,
Hmm.
post in the 90s, especially post 90s. You have to understand that it was that time when aerated drinks and junk food became a part of our pop culture, and they became a part of our, you know, and a certain types of food does not really suit our climate
Yeah.
and the kind of metabolic rates that we Indians genetically have.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, say if you eat red meat in the peak of summer, it's gonna generate body heat as fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
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 But if it's cool, and if everyone is doing it in a party, in an outing, that let's go eat a mutton burger in the peak of June, and if you still do it, and then you blame the kid for doing it just because, but then what you're not looking at is that it's cool. The kid will be cornered. You know, the kid will not be a part of the cool gang
Hmm.
in the school, on the school trip, or you know. Similarly, recently the entire drugs in Bollywood issue, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
brother. I mean, I don't want to take names and I don't want to defame any institution, but I'm sure that we've seen it happening all around us. You know, we've been through college, we've been to concerts. Okay,
Yeah.
uh, what my problem is that you have all the resources at your disposal.
Hmm.
Okay, it's my logic is simple, man. Topics like these, because what should theater or what should any art
Yeah.
cover, right? I'm saying, look, we need to go for the eagle's eye view. We need to look at the bigger picture. Okay, you're saying, okay, so and my data and my whatever, you got a research team to do your statistics that so and so state has the maximum number of drug consumption, illegal drug
Yeah.
consumption, and so city and so district. Fine. Where is it coming from? Tomorrow, if I really badly want a particular flavor of ice cream, like say a mint chocolate chip,
Yeah.
okay, and I have all the fuel and all the
Dude,
money in
just
my
hold on,
pocket, and
hold
I
on,
go, oh,
hold on for a
yeah,
second.
yeah,
We're still talking about externalities in
I'm
theater.
using the yeah,
Yeah. Huh.
I'm using this as a hypothetical
Hmm.
example of, say, if say somebody were to write a play on the
Drugs.
problem of drugs
Yeah.
in our society. You're saying, okay, I'm saying this is one perspective of looking at it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, if I want really badly, I'm craving for a mint chocolate chip flavor, wala ice cream ka flavor, and I go all
Hmm.
around the city,
Yeah.
all around the town, and it's not like I don't have the money or anything. I have all the fuel in my car, I have the money, but it's not available anywhere.
Yeah.
I won't be able to eat it.
Yeah.
Similarly, why is it so easily available? Where is it coming from? Just like there's a source of a river
All
from a
right.
certain mountain. एक गंगा की गंगोत्री है, wait, what is the source? You are not questioning that, and it's not that this is a new phenomenon in our country, brother. Basically, if you remember reading about the 70s,
Yeah.
the hippie culture and everything, and we've all seen documentaries like whatever was happening in Cuba and whatever Pablo Escobar was doing and everything,
Yeah.
and Mexico, right? There must be some bigger fish in the ocean which are
Yeah.
allowing them inside.
And also
So I
Pablo
think we should.
Escobar was in Cuba, man. He was
No, I was like, yeah. uh, Pablo Escobar, or say any drug lords, like we've seen that. But in India, where have they been coming from? Now, if you speak of marijuana, so yeah, coming back to the point, is that we need to look at. I don't see a lot of theater productions and a lot of films in our country speaking about a global crisis,
hmm.
where a certain crisis is coming into our society from.
Hmm.
Okay, now say there is a radical stream of there's a radical perspective and practice to Islam,
Hmm.
okay, outside of India, which has been adopted by a particular section of the community of Muslims in India. Similarly, there's a radical stream of communism in China, which has been adopted by a particular section of Indians,
Hmm.
regardless of which community and which religion they belong to.
Yeah.
Basically, there's a lot of influence from outside which we're not addressing.
As theater
As
practitioner.
pan any medium, be it theater, be it films, we've just been looking for evils within us, which is good.
Hmm.
That should go on. But if we are looking for inspiration, outside
Yeah.
of our territories, then we have to be wary of the fact that you have to take the good and you have to be able to identify the bad
Yeah, that makes
influences.
a lot of sense, man, because I think